Good morning, and it's a good day today. I am heading to Hiawassee. I didn't have to put on the headlight. I had to put on the headlight to come in the shelter. Everybody was tenting, all the thru hikers, they're all tenting outside. And I left the bunch I was with yesterday. I passed them up. And I'll see them. They're coming up behind me eventually. They're probably, and I was the last one in on that shelter site and the first one out this morning. I came in, everybody was tenting, nobody was in the shelter, so I just exploded my pack, took out air mattress, took my bottom quilt, top quilt, threw it down, put my Bolivar, my beanie on, because it was in the 30s with the differential. Probably got down in the 20s because we're over 4,000 feet, and that temperature was supposed to get 38 last night at somewhere around 2,000 feet. So that's at least a 10-degree differential, cold, dry air. So it was probably about 28 last night, and you could tell it too. But yeah, and I was cold to start off. I tell you, when I put that Boulevard on, I take the beanie, I put the Boulevard on, it covers my face, and then I put the beanie on, that big thick wool beanie on over top, and I bring it all the way down to where it just covers the top of my nose, because if the top of my nose is exposed, it'll get frostbite. And then oh man, it's beautiful. Yeah. Let me turn this camera around here in a minute. I'll show you. But we're gonna get down to the. I slept really good. I mean, I crashed. I got up at 4:30 this morning, and I was just plenty of sleep, because you're going to bed right when it's dark. And I don't have my 8 hours of sleep. I was ready to get up and go again. The legs feel really good. I have the knee wraps on because we got a big downhill down in the Unicole Gap. And I got to go up and over this mountain here and then down into Unicole. I'm going to turn the camera around. You can take a look at this. Let me show this. I mean, this is what I'm hiking in this morning. This is beautiful blue ridgeline on either side. But those blue mountains off over there. Oh, it's so awesome. And I woke up on that shelter up there on the mountain. I should have filmed it. I thought about filming it, but I started getting ready. It comes up. I'm going down here, down to this high gap, and then up that other mountain. But just taking my time. But just this beautiful red sky just popping up, and the sun popped up over that mountain this morning. And then all of a sudden, it's like it's light. I can see all my stuff where I threw it out of my pack and climbed in there and went to sleep last night. I did manage to dry brush my teeth, but that's about it. For breakfast this morning, I had a handful of chocolate and peanut trail mix. That's it. And some water. I got my water last night coming in, and I should have enough, I hope. I know I got a ½ liter on this side. Yeah. I hydrated pretty before I went to bed last night. Should have probably hydrated some more this morning. I feel all right. I'm going to take a swig when I put this camera down. All right, let's get. I'll pick it up. I'll let you know when I start going down the gap. I'll film that. Bye. All right, it's pretty close at the top of this mountain. We're going to go on down. Then we'll go up to that mountain over there and continue on. We're back on top of the main ridge line. Another climb. Feeling good. I trained really well the last 2 years. Every day, 90 weighted squats for the last 2 years. 5 miles at the least, a 13-mile or 12.5-mile walk once a week on top of a 5-mile walk every day. Every single day, almost for the last 2 years, I did a stationary bike, a hard stationary bike. I mean, I'd get a pile of sweat. I've lifted weights for the last 3 times a week for the last 2 years. Everything that accumulated on this hike, and it paid off. I know some of these younger guys, when they get their trail legs, they'll pass me up, but I'm just blowing them all away right now. Just taking my time. I mean, I'm feeling good. These are the next section, Union. Of course, I know the trail too, so I know where to push it and what to do. This next section, Unicoi Gap, is horrendous. That's a rough one. That's why I'm going to take a break here in Hiawassee before I attack that. And when I get a day's rest, a good day's rest, I'll blow that away. I'll be up to North Carolina. I'll cross the North Carolina line maybe on the second day, but I probably won't push it. Probably going into that top of Georgia hostel. That Stan Animal owns now. And and then take off out of there and cross that state line. Probably muskrat shelter. After that, get an early start, and I can hammock. Since I'm hammocking, muskrat shelter is very limited in spaces, and that gap is just one good thing about it is it's not windy in there. Be great for hammocking. And I'm thinking in my mind, there's a lot of there's trees in there, so I'll find a spot no matter what muskrat. Whereas, you know, if I had my tent, I couldn't. I don't think from top, if I go in top of Georgia, of course I got a whole 0 day to figure that out, but starting from the top of Georgia, Standing Indian Gap, Deep Gaps, next place, good, really good. That's a little bit too far. But if I did do that, then I could get all the way to Wolf Gap. I could be to Franklin in 2 days. But I'm looking at 3 days to Franklin from, well, let me see, 1, 2, maybe 4 and 3 nights. But I'm really thinking 3. If I can do it in 3 and 2 nights, then I'll do a 0 in Franklin. Then I'll come out of Franklin, man, and I will be ready to rock and roll some 15-mile days. Really get going then. But I've got my plan in my mind. I don't need a guidebook. I've got my plan in my mind, and it can change too. Since I've hiked this whole section of trail all the way just about to Damascus, to the Virginia line, like 3 times. Yeah, all right, let's get. Oh, it's beautiful this morning. Let me put this away. I'm going down. I think I go up one more time, and then on, I believe, if I remember right, I didn't check my Far Out app, but I think it goes down one more time. I mean, I'm probably going to understand that Unicoi Gap. All right. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can tell I ain't shaved in a couple days. Oh. Came from way up there. Coming down this way. Down. All right, I made it into town. And I guess it's starting to get a little bit easier to talk to a camera now. But as you can see, this is all my gear. That's it. The only other thing is the bottom quilt and the top quilt. It's in the pack. And my Pextel light charging stuff that goes in the pads on the side. And here's my hammock. That's it. Here's my belly thing. That's where I carry my glasses. And up here, a pair of scissors up in here, and that's about it. And here's my first aid kit. That's it. Here's my first aid kit. See, the way I look at it, you could cut your hand off. And you take this handkerchief here and you stop the blood. You wrap it up with that handkerchief thing right there. After your hand's cut off, then you take that neosporin, or you stop the bleeding first, best you can. You take a glob of that neosporin, put it on there, and then wrap it up with that handkerchief, and hike on down the trail and grow a new hand. That's what I'm thinking. That neosporin is something else. Before you know it, you'll have a new hand on there. Now, what else we got here? All right, this is my, this is my inner. It's on my inner layer. This is midweight layer plus my Boulevard and my wool beanie. And this is my down jacket I've actually been sleeping in. So when I wanted to wear that, it's a little cool, but I only wear this at camp and I sleep in it. So, but at any rate, after 5 days of hiking, 50 miles, no, a little over 60 miles of hiking in 5 days, and sleeping in it at night to stay warm inside in that underquilt, it stinks. I mean, it's like on a scale of 10, it's probably about a 5. This is what I'm wearing here. I'm going to take this off when I get the laundromat. This on a scale of 10 was probably hitting about a 4. Then you got the rain jacket. It's bent, but it's all right. The rain jacket. I've actually had the rain jacket start stinking before, but not yet. And but this stuff here, the underwear and stuff, we're talking around an 8 or a 9. Both. Or the other one, the Silk Zone. I got two midweights. I got a Silk Zone midweight and this one. This long john, this one right here, it's got the nylon, a little bit of spandex and stretches, and it's that's not too bad. But the Silk Zones, they're a lighter midweight, and actually that's my emergency pair. That's if this pair gets wet and I'm getting hypothermia, then I can go in the pack in the dry bag and I can get that one out, put that on, and then get this, which I carry in the dry bag when I'm hiking. I can get that out if I get wet or start to get any hypothermia, getting cold from getting wet. Because this stays in the dry bag all day. This comes out at night though, because I sleep in it. And I wear it around camp. Okay, I'm gonna go to the library. So the only problem with this hotel, I had 3 options. I could go to a hostel. That's about $50, and the hostels are $50 a night for a month. But then you have zero privacy. And you know, they have good Wi-Fi, these hostels do. I mean, I could have did my videos and all that stuff up you know, with them. But here I've got just total privacy. It's across town. It's the cheapest hotel in town, which is still, this is after taxes and everything, $100 a night. And then the other option was Holiday Inn Express on the other side of town, and that would have been probably I think $80 a night. But that's where the laundromat is. I got to go across town to resupply. It's not far. It's on this little main drag. There's just a few blocks. I gotta walk for maybe it's about a mile. I think it's a mile. So I gotta walk over there and do the laundry. It's gonna be about a mile. I've already eaten. When I get in the laundry, I'm gonna go in the bathroom in the laundry. I'm gonna take these socks off, these pants off, and this midway top off. And I've got shorts on under this, my running shorts. And I'm gonna just hang out in running shorts and a rain jacket until it gets dry. So, that's all I can do. I've done it before. So I'm gonna do that. And as soon as the pants come out, I'll put them on. You know, put them on right there in the laundromat, and good to go. Once I get all that washed and dried, it's gonna take me a little bit longer because I got to dry that down jacket. That'll be the last thing I'm waiting on, but it'll be worth it. It'll be clean anyway. All right, I'm gonna get that done. I've already paid for this room for 2 nights. Then I'm gonna come back. I don't want to resupply yet. I'll probably resupply tomorrow. I'll think about it. I still got stuff I can nibble on tonight, but I'll keep my eye open across town. On the way back, I might grab something else to eat. But I think there's a DQ over here. I'll look at my phone and I'll figure that out. I'm already thinking about going somewhere else to eat. I went over here. It's a local restaurant. Just all these local mountain people in there. And it had it used to be a Hardee's last time I was here, but now they made it into a little, so like a little. They do the breakfast and dinner, and that's it. They close at 1:30. They're about to close. And the special was a pork chop with tomato and onion on it, with good look, big old pork chop on a bun, and French fries for $9 or for $10. And I think after the tea and everything, I think I paid, it was like $16 and some change. But it was a big old pork chop sandwich. So, but man, this is kind of a touristy area. People come up here. There's a lake down here where they fish and all this stuff. They hunt out here. So that's I'll check if you ever look at the property around Hiawassee here. These places all up here and around this town. It's a pretty penny to buy anything out here. 'Cause I've looked at some of the real estate. It's just it's higher here than it is in North Florida, for sure. But they're surrounded by the national forest, so private property is a premium. All right, let's get going. I'm gonna grab this stuff here. It's one of them places where the private property is expensive, but you got poor mountain people out here. I guess I don't think they're poor, but they ain't rich. Kind of like North Florida, I guess. All right. I'm gonna head on out, get this done, come back, and I'll start doing these videos.